But next game, okay, we have Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks were a bit of a disappointment. They were unable to really get a lot of offense going during week 1. Am I going to attach the narrative to Seattle that Sam Darnold was a one-hit wonder, that the whole Cooper Kupp move and the blowing up the roster, expecting to be competitive is out the window? Not yet. I need to see how they play against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And while the Steelers beat the Jets, let's not pretend that there wasn't significant red flags from the Steelers all over the field this past Sunday. They supposedly are supposed to have one of the better defenses in the NFL. You had TJ Watt completely shut down by a rookie, right? And of course, you had Justin Fields and this New York Jets team almost score at will for the most part. What Steelers team is going to show up? Do I think that this Steelers defense is maybe getting too old? Maybe they're set for a step back? Not particularly. However, I look at that game, and without Aaron Rodgers, I'm not entirely sure that the Steelers would have won that. Like, Rodgers literally put that team on his back. Mm-hmm. Without Rodgers, they would have lost. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many of those games Aaron Rodgers has left in him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he can do it for all 16. That's not a strategy I think that Steelers organization should rely on. That defense needs to step up. I think this is a get-right game for Pittsburgh. I think with it being their home opener, I think TJ Watt is going to be a force. I think the secondary is going to be much improved. I think they will get their share of pressure. And I also think that Aaron Rodgers will be able to have his share of wins. I'm looking for a big game from DK Metcalf. Whether or not it's Woolen, like you're worried about, is maybe he's covering DK. It's the DK revenge game, if you will. I have Pittsburgh winning. I don't think it's going to be a 30-point game from Pittsburgh. I think that McDonald's defense certainly does have an answer for a little bit of the Aaron Rodgers-led attack. But give me the Pittsburgh Steelers, 24. And then for the second consecutive week, the Seattle Seahawks fail to crack 20 points. 17. 24-17.
So are you that high in the Jets offense or that low on the Steelers defense?
I don't know.
I don't know if you got. I don't think anybody saw this coming. Yeah. Did anybody know that Jalen Ramsey was going to be playing free safety for the Steelers?
No, not at all. It's genius. I love it.
I knew. Well, I was following the situation.
Yeah.
But they using him to roam like they did with Minka. It's just he's a better fit, more physical, bigger guy. And not just the free safety, but they drop him down in the nickel. They bring him outside. Yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be playing it all. It just depends on the match.
He talks so much smack, man. I hate that.
He's supposed to be your utility piece over there, man. I like what the defense is, but they need to get right. And what not a better opportunity, of course, than their home opener in Pittsburgh. Give me the Steelers. 24-17. Rich.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Aaron Rodgers and this Pittsburgh Steelers team, I mean, what they showed in that game against the Jets is like there's not a big learning curve. Like Aaron Rodgers gets that offense, man. I mean, it's Arthur Smith perfection, play action, rollouts, getting the ball out on time with the misdirections. They had no run game, zero run game. The Jets were shutting it down, and the Jets were getting to Rodgers. Like it wasn't like Rodgers was sitting back there with all day to throw. The Jets had 4 sacks, multiple quarterback pressures, but what makes Rodgers so precise and what he's always been is getting the ball out fast. And he doesn't need to process the field. And he just also just sells that play fake better than anybody else, man. So Tariq Woolen, by the way, coming off an awful game in week number 1. You know that they're going to start targeting him. And I remember some people, like, after the rookie season, Seahawks fans were like, Tariq Woolen's better than Sauce because they came out of the same class. How's that going? But I think that this matchup's going to be a good one. I'm probably going to lean with the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. I feel like they're just more talented. Man, the additions that they've made, they have the most veteran additions out of any team this offseason. Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers. Like, they're all in to win right now.
Loaded.
That's loaded. They're doing exactly what the Jets did with Rodgers, but just obviously a little bit more better because they have a real coaching staff and they got more stability there. They're doing what the Jets tried to do with more stuff that you believe in. Because with the Jets, it was always like, we don't really believe in the coaching staff. Well, the Steelers, you believe in Mike Tomlin. And Arthur Smith, you can argue, is one of the most underappreciated offensive coordinators in the league. He knows what he's doing. And I feel like he's done a great job to adjust to what Aaron Rodgers is good at. And they're both working with each other. And I think that was really interesting to see from my perspective. But yeah, from a Sam Darnold perspective, Justin Fields lit up that team. I mean, Justin Fields was graded as the best pocket passer in the NFL last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Still blows my mind, but Sam Darnold's got to be able to do the same if he has any chance to win this football game. You got the weapons. Where's Cooper Kupp? He was completely not involved in the game plan in week number 1. So in order for the Seahawks to win it, they're going to have to be able to push the ball down the field, be aggressive, and, of course, establish the run.
Establish the run. TD Finstock, what do you got?
I'm going to start this off with Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dan, you said, does Aaron Rodgers have this in him? Yes, he does. He does. I was telling you all this last year when everybody was panicking at how he was playing with the Jets, which was not even horrible. It was average. And then he started to look above average. And at the end of the season, he looked good. It wasn't really good. It wasn't great. It wasn't elite. But he started out with this average to good to really good. He started to improve. I kept telling people the man is a whole year off of an injury that had him sidelined. You're not giving him any time to rev up. And sure enough, he's at Pittsburgh now, got the cobwebs off, and he comes into game 1 and absolutely lights up the Jets. Absolutely plays at an MVP level. Those passes were high precision passes. And let me say this about the Jets too. We got to stop sleeping on their defense. Actually played tight coverage. They shut the run down. Half of his throws were literally in unbelievable coverage. Amazing elite offense will always be elite defense. The offense will always have the advantage. So when you get that type of play from Aaron Rodgers, you're going to get that type of production, and he has it in him. And I see the same thing with Seattle. They are not going to hold this man to 20 points. Pittsburgh is probably going to get right back in the 30s once again because their defense is physical. Their defense plays well. And another thing, we got to stop saying, well, their defense got cooked by the Jets. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give the Jets a little bit of credit here. The Jets' offense was more explosive than we want to make it out to be with Justin Fields. He is a mobile threat. Pittsburgh had to worry about that. They had to manage it. They had to balance it. So for the Jets to play the offense that they played, it doesn't make me alarmed about Pittsburgh. The Jets' offense are that good with a mobile quarterback, and it's probably what they needed with Garrett Wilson. I think that the Jets have something on offense that we're underestimating right now. I'm showing Justin Fields as much love as I possibly can this week because I was shocked. I was shocked at his production. And forget the running. The man was throwing the ball well.